Today we are going to discuss a little bit about the saddle position. Uh, on the early days of Dana at Despot, we used to see a lot of inside heel finishes from the saddle. But now we don't see much finishes from the saddle because people are very good at hiding the heels like this. Saddle is a very good position if I got the heel in terms of finishing, it's a very good position. But if someone hides the heel, it's very hard to expose the heel from this position in saddle. So today we are going to discuss about how to finish the heel properly after you got the heel, and how to expose the heel, and what are some other options from the saddle other than heels that we can do. Okay, so now let's talk about how to expose the heel from the saddle. First of all, people like hide the heel like they touch their shoelaces on the mat like this. And the next step they do is that they bring their hip on top of my hip like this. And now it's almost impossible to expose the heel. So first of all, we need to forget that we are really looking for a heel exposure. Rather, see what he's doing is he's bringing his hips on top of my hips. Okay, here his hips are on top of my hips. So here, my primary goal is to not let him bring his hips on top of my hips. I am not thinking about exposing the heel. Rather, I am thinking about hoisting up into this position. So once I hoist up onto that position, at that time my hips will be on top of my opponent's hips, not the other way around. So what I am doing is I am getting a claw hip here. This stops the rotation of the knee downwards a little bit. This will not help me to expose the heel, but this will help me to move up. So then I am opening the triangle of my leg and coming up here. Okay. Once I am up here, now his chances to rotate is very low because my weight is on top of his hip. From here, I can expose the heel better. Like doing this, and my back of my elbow is hitting the side of his big toe, like this. And I'm getting the heel exposure. Once I got the heel exposure, then I'm gently coming down and getting the finish. Remember that once I get the heel exposure, I'm not going to drop like with full all of my weight because that going to hurt my partner. So let's start from the beginning. I'm on the saddle position. I'm not thinking about exposing the heel. Rather, I'm getting a claw grip here, opening the triangle and moving up, moving my hips on top of his hips so that he can't rotate anymore. Okay, from there I am doing a back elbow motion on the side of his big toe and exposing his hip. And slowly coming down and getting to the finishing position.
Wagner throws the pipe. Oh, Wagner just kicked AJ.
First of all, if he catches the hip and he is on his this hip, then it's easy for him to finish the hip. But let's say if I am on this hip and somebody got my hip like this, it's pretty hard to finish. Moreover, if I can hide my hand under my hip like this. Moreover, if I can hide my hand under my hips like this, then I can even like roll into and escape the heel. So this side, falling on this side is good for exposing the heel. Even if I'm hiding the heel, it's pretty easy for him to like expose that heel from this hip. If I'm on the hip of my primary leg. But in terms of finishing, it is not a good side to finish because if I slide my arm, I can just roll out. But on the other hand, if my opponent is on this hip, it's pretty hard to expose the heel. But once the heel is exposed, then it's almost impossible to see. So this is the first thing we need to remember, that once we get the saddle, we are falling on this side just for exposing the heel. After that, I need to come on this shape in order to finish. So this one point we need to remember. Okay, so let's now talk about a little bit of how to finish the heel hook properly from the saddle position. First of all, while finishing the heel hook, I need to remember that my elbows need to be hidden under my ribs like this. Okay, I'm never gonna open my elbow like this. This is how the heel slips. Like if I have the elbow like this and I'm opening my elbow, so this is how the heel slips. So I'm always gonna get the heel and hide my heel under my hips like this. Okay, and the finishing will be done actually by my hips. I'm gonna bring my hips forward and move this arm in this fashion. Yes. Another thing is it's about capturing the toe here. Okay, my forearm is never going to be aligned with the shin bone like this. Rather, my forearm is going to be aligned with the foot like this. Okay, if I'm aligning my forearm with the shin bone, this is a slippery grip out. Okay, I need to align it with the foot like this. Now it's never gonna slip. Then I'm gonna hide my elbow under my ribs and come to this position. From here, I can get the cable grip and then bridge forward. That's how it finish.
Position well.
To see if Craig was going to end up on top, or because Panza usually pulls and Craig also usually pulls, but Craig decided to pull. So it's exciting to see what's going to happen here. I think Craig's going to enter into the legs right now, and
he's doing that right now. And this is Craig's bread and butter. Immediately getting in on that leg. This is dangerous. He's straight in on that inside heel hook. He gets the finish. It is.
Like so, I'm bringing my opponent down on his hips once again. Once he's on his hips, the best thing that I can do is to capture the secondary leg. Okay, now I'm in a double travel position. If he's keeping his leg way back, then I need to come up and capture the secondary leg from here. If I'm not bringing my hips on top of his hips and he's keeping his legs way far, it's a little hard to bring this in. There are ways like people say like hook the leg and this, but in real life it's hardly happens. The best thing I've seen that get a claw grip here, ice the hip on top of his hips, and then capture the secondary leg. And like that I'm getting into a double trouble. Once I'm in the double trouble, now it's easy to bring my opponent fall on this side. So I'm gripping the outside of his knee like this with the claw grip and driving my weight on the other side. Driving my weight on the other side. Once I'm here, see the heel is way more exposed. As I told earlier, that getting that heel exposure is easier on this side, but finishing is harder. So I'm gonna get the heel on this side, then finish it on the other side. Once I'm here, then I'm moving my secondary arm and holding his knee like this. Okay. After that, I'm letting go of this leg, and he's gonna bring this leg away. So this doesn't matter. I have this heel already. From there, I'm back elbowing on the side of his big toe and capturing his heel. Okay. Once I'm here, I'm not gonna try to finish it from here because it's gonna be very hard. So once I got the heel, then I'm gonna keep the heel with one arm and heist up with my other arm like this and fall on the other side. From here I'm getting the finish. Okay, again, for getting the finish, I'm not gonna be on my elbow. I'm gonna hide the elbow under my ribs, get a grip and then reach forward.
All of this in around about 9 or 10 months as a black belt. That's a hell of a way to start your black belt
He
career.
fought the best of the best nowadays in this year. Oh,
Leg entry here from Jones.
Beautiful.
Now this is deep. This is dangerous.
that's a problem. Oh,
But look at the recovery from Jimenez.
nice super hold.
Jimenez able to get out of that position. Now, of course,
He's
It is no
getting
secret that-
himself into trouble. He needs to be more aware of that.
well, we have talked about this a lot, that we feel that Roberto has something of a weakness for the leg locks, and Craig is certainly very aware of
That's
that.
a good angle for Craig.
Definitely a lot deeper now on this
Way
position.
deeper.
Whether Roberto has developed the answers for these positions is really, this is going to be the test, because he's done well against some grapplers who are noted leg lockers, and he's been caught by others. So Craig is pretty much one of the best guys in the world in this
He's
position, and
getting
he's
it.
going on the inside heel hook.
He has it. He has it.
There it is, verbal submission. Craig Jones gets the finish.
Sometimes what happens is my opponent is gonna come up, bringing his hips on top of my hips, and then stand on this foot. Okay, like this. Okay, what I'm gonna do if this happens? First of all, my neck is in a very bad position. If opponent is coming up like this, then keeping this this leg under my armpit like this will not help me at all. Then I need to underscoop it and turn it into a knee bar type situation. Okay, let's see. So he's coming up and coming on my, and so here, from here I can do a knee bar like pressure and bring him down again. Let's do it again. So when he's coming up, I'm never gonna keep this. I'm gonna cup it on top of my head and gripping this. Okay. From here, I'm pushing my hips backward, creating an inward type pressure, bringing him down. Once he is down, then I can start exposing the base. One thing I already showed before, that if someone tries to get up, I can get the leg like this and bring him down on the leg. But sometimes if he gets up, I don't have the room to swing my arm behind this leg. So what I do, from here I need to let go of my saddle like this. Okay, I have to let go of the saddle and move back. From here I am bringing his knee inside. From here I have backside 50 right. So he is hiding the hip and moving his hips on top of my knee. From here I need to let go of my saddle and fall on the other side. And keep the knee line intact inside my legs. From here I am getting a backside 50 style position. From there I am getting the driven legs. Now we can back step. We can back step and I'm still in the same position. Okay. So another way of stopping him from getting the roll, if I can hold outside his hip here. When I'm holding like this, now he cannot turn and move more, because then he's injuring his own knee in the process. So I'm holding his big toe from the side and placing it against my center leg here. Now if he tries to roll, it's very hard for him to roll from here. I'm gonna keep this grip in one hand and another arm I'm gonna place it on top of my first arm. So here my next arm is going to be on top of the knuckles of my first arm. From there I'm doing a more elbow hop and taking the from the breathing and breathing forward for 2 seconds. I'm holding here, you can turn from here, placing my tricep in front of my knuckles, doing elbow hop, and yes, finish. Sometimes people are very good in hiding their heel, and you can understand, you can feel that okay, this guy is got some really good leg lock defense, and you can't really expose that heel using any of the method. So first things first, I'm gonna get a claw grip on his knee, rise up, and capture the secondary leg. Once the secondary leg is captured, now I am going for something else, not a heel. Actually, there are many other things from the saddle that can be done other than heels. So we are going to do 2 of such things. First is the clover leaf, and the second one is the IOP lock. Okay, let's do the clover leaf first. So once I have the secondary leg, then I'm going to keep this leg here and swim my attacking arm under the shin of his primary leg here. From here I can go for the clover leaf, but it's very hard to finish the clover leaf here. Some people might tap if you are really heavy and dropping your weight here. Sometimes you may get the tap. Most of the time you are not going to get that. Remember that gripping like this and gripping like this is way different. Here is a lot more stronger. But once I get the grip here, now it's very hard to fall on the other side. So while falling on the other side, I'm keeping this grip and falling onto the other side. Once I'm here, then I'm switching the grip into a rear naked choke. Then I'm kind of doing a rotational motion with my elbow by pointing my elbow down towards the floor. So I'm here, pointing my elbow down towards this, like this, and I'm getting the finger. Basically, 2 submission that happens. There is a footlock style motion happens here, and there is a calf pressure happens here. So I'm not going to be too tight here, otherwise the footlock is not going to happen. I'm going to be loose, so that the footlock happens here, and I'm rotating my elbow and getting the finish. So I have the secondary leg already. From here, other than the clover leaf, there is another thing that we can do. We can go for the IOP lock on this leg. What I'm going to do is I'm going to push his hamstring out and bring his heel out like this in front of my chest. So sometimes I can get a shotgun grip and bring the heel out, or sometimes I can really push and bring the heel out. From here, I'm getting a rear naked choke grip like this. Oftentimes, people hand fight and strip this arm. Okay. So once I feel this is happening, I need to clear this, and next time I'm gonna hold like this. Sorry, I'm gonna hold like this. Okay, not here, because now he have a he can get my arm. So I'm hiding my arm and holding on under my elbow. Okay. From here, I am doing a rotational motion like this. Here, from here, doing a rotational motion like this, which hurts the knee. Some falling on this side is not good, because then he can drive his heel inside again. So he can drive his heel inside. So I'm staying here only and moving my knuckles up towards the ceiling. Like this. And putting that position. Okay, if nothing really works, then the best thing that I can do from the saddle is to move up and go for a pass. So again, I'm getting a claw grip, moving up in this position. From here, I need to punch under on this side and step over this way. Now I'm in a knee cut position. From there, I'm going to keep my head on this side and do a knee cut. Have the saddle. I can't really do anything from here, so I'm getting a claw grip and moving up, moving my hips on top of it. From there, I need to punch an underhook inside, step over my legs, over his leg, and now I'm in a knee cut position. I'm gonna place my head here, then finish the knee cut.
And from here, I'm gonna push, I'm gonna shake, and I'm gonna rotate.